And we're live. Hey, everybody, Jonathan Scott with Vegas Nonstop.
Yay!
Coming to you live from Steiner's in Nevada Style Pub at the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Blue Diamond or Windmill, depending where you're coming from and who you are. I don't know who you are matters at all. Our guest today, the always funny, beautiful, glamorous Penny Wiggins.
Yay!
The star of Zombie Burlesque, caring and sharing, caring is sharing, sharing is caring. Ina, Augustus, Scott.
Yay!
Our co-host, the beautiful, the glamorous girlfriend of mine, Melissa Redford, and you should have started the show, but I took the microphone. And on the keyboard, tickling the ivories, the one, the only, Johnny Fabulous.
Yay! Welcome, everybody.
Style piano player.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And on camera, Pam Yeman. Sanders just call her Pam Yeman. So in case you haven't figured out by the opening music, we have a theme today. And it's a crazy theme, but it's a theme nevertheless. Maybe you could tell from my tie. So for you regular viewers, you know that we've been playing a game here called Truth
Or Bullshit. Truth or bullshit, yeah, yeah. Truth or bullshit, yeah, man. Is it truth? Is it
This is a
bullshit?
running theme song for Truth or Bullshit, and we love that.
Yeah.
I just make it up every
It's a
time.
collaboration.
Yeah, it's an on-throwing evolution.
So before we start the silliness, we haven't started that already. We are coming to you from Steiner's, and there's something special to go with
Nevada
that.
Style Pub.
Nevada Style Pub. That's right. And Roger Sachs is here today to maybe add on to our Flintstone trivia. But first, before we get started, there's some specials here at Steiner's, and there's 3 locations, but we happen to be the one on Las Vegas Boulevard. 150 current top players will receive $75, $50, and $25 DMFP. What is that? Standing for Daily Money Free Play.
Yeah,
Daily
Direct messages from us.
direct messages from people. Daily Match Free Play. Daily Match Free Play. All industry, you could be next, by the way. You could be next. You could be next. Or you could be next. Leah could be next. Everybody's a part of the show, you know. Nobody gets away unscathed. All industry guests start out with $20 DMFB.
Direct message free
So if you're an industry guest, you don't even have to be a guest. You can just be an industry person. $20 DMFB. Hit just 2 jackpots and get $50 DMFB. That sounds good for
That's your favorite acronym.
DMFB. Hit just 2 jackpots and get $50 DMFB. Earn a win bonus free play up to $240 per day shift, which is all running, I can't read. $100 free play bonuses on Graveyard, which always sounds a little ominous to me, Roger. The Graveyard part about it. But now if you're a zombie, I guess.
It's at the hell of a graveyard.
It's all in the Graveyard.
I love a graveyard.
Play to win Raiders club level seats, Aviators first row seats, and let's find out a little bit about our guests. Penny Wiggins, I'm going to hand you the microphone to tell our audience who you are, why you're here, and what's going on in your beautiful life.
Hi, everybody. I'm Penny Wiggins, and I've known this fella, and this lady for quite some time, and I absolutely love them. The reason I'm here is because Jonathan is blackmailing me to be here.
What?
I know, the pictures.
I don't know how he's getting it. We've all seen him, so I don't know what he's got.
I'm only here for friends, I love them, and I just like to tell them recently, and I used to work with Amazing Jonathan, and so I brought her back from the dead.
I'm the side like
Right there, Still to Thank you, Tanya.
That's what the psychic press. So some of the characters that we've done throughout the years is that we did, what was the big opening? What would we call that?
Binky.
Binky was the character.
Binky. Hello, welcome to Binky's Bingo.
We did that. Most recently we did, we were Julia Child Childs.
Julia Childs, would you like some butter with that?
We make chicken for that blue. Should I see the
Put on the blue. Even if it's all on the ground, it's still a little butter on it.
We make Humphrey Bogart references on this podcast. Julia Child is completely contemporary in comparison.
Rainbow Land reference the other day.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't even know that. Oh, remember that?
Laura.
Yeah. That's a great movie.
Oh, what a movie. I love that.
The girl that
For the youngsters out there.
he's looking for her, they think she's dead. And she's hearing. And they think she's dead. And the guy calls her Natalie, the detective calls her Natalie in love with good time. And she goes, and then she comes back. No. It seems Hitchcock, but she comes back. And she was never at all, she was just in the summer house. So, since she was in the summer house, nobody talked to her.
But the score is
Score
haunting.
is beautiful.
That song.
And they call Natalie.
No.
Yeah, it's a split personality.
But no, she's playing a character.
I hope I didn't spoil the second. If you can even hear me without the microphone.
They just found a movie from the 1940s. We're working on four microphones. Yes, I'm ready. Because what I'm always saying this, and I've only seen you do it a few times. Oh, you have another microphone. Right. Two microphones today at Steiner's Gazette Style Club is when you do your stand-up routine. I love when you do. But I have to ask you what your fascination with the movie The Wizard of Oz is.
Well, I just loved that movie when I was a kid. And I loved Judy Garland and everything about Dorothy. Dorothy was just like, Dorothy.
On the animal. What's wrong? Oh, Mom. I don't think I'm in Kansas anymore.
And then it moved on to you love her Judy Garland and extended it in her later years, where she became a little bit.
You'll get in trouble for that too.
Yeah, scotch. Or Judy drinking. She was drunk and drinking scotch.
At 9 in the morning, that's how long. Get out of here.
What's wrong with that?
Judy scotch.
God damn it, where's my scotch? Somewhere over the rainbow.
Thank God I didn't tell like ever.
80-year-olds all over Las Vegas who were watching the morning blend had an aneurysm.
I got called into a meeting. What were you thinking? They didn't find this was a drunken Judy Garland. They went, say, God damn it.
Yeah, that was you're not allowed to say
On the morning.
And it's also done to television.
They say God damn it all the time on Desperate Housewives. And they said, well, not at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's prime time.
Let's get our coffee first, then you can say.
Yeah. And then while we're talking about me getting in trouble on the air,
Oh.
Enoch came on the radio.
It was not
Yeah, it wasn't you. It was Professor Mark Weary, this time, pre-pandemic, just before the pandemic hit. Enoch's on again. I mean, I don't know where it's at in the morning.
It was not me. It was Mark. I didn't know.
I don't remember what time
He
you
was
were
on
on.
scripted field material.
They did a song. Santa is a big old bag, yes sir. Santa.
What?
Yeah.
That's the name of the song. It's really fantastic.
What? It's
They
happening.
said I got called into a meeting.
It's
What were you
happening.
thinking, Johnny? What were you thinking? I said, I didn't write it. I didn't write. Stop him right away.
I was not there.
And they said, you were the one singing it.
No, Mark Weary.
You wrote it.
I wrote it.
You wrote it. You recorded it.
But it was 9 o'clock in the morning. I was not there.
So this is the first time I've had both of you on a show together, and the two people that I've gotten in trouble with, and it's only happened like 3 times in 40 years, and you were both there for 2 of the 3 times. The other time was,
There's an envelope I'm going to pitch.
yeah. The only other time I got in trouble was I was reading an E! Entertainment news release about somebody from the Wu-Tang Clan. And I had to look up the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh my God.
I didn't know the Wu-Tang Clan, man. I didn't
Why?
know.
Wasn't
Why?
Humphrey Bogart?
No, man.
No, it was a guy named Andre Johnson, who, in the wee hours of the morning, Andre Johnson, in the wee hours of the morning, attempted suicide by cutting off his penis at 2 in the morning
His member.
and jumping off a second-story building in Beverly Hills, and he failed at both. And the kicker was that he had a rap name, Dan. His rap name was Christ Killer. And I read this right off, and he had a press release. And I called into a meeting, Johnny, what were you thinking? And I said, well, I thought it was funny that it was the wee hours of the morning. His name was Johnson. And he failed at everything. And they said, well, you can't say penis on the air. So I said, well, what was Brandon Wright saying? All the way home. All the way home. So I was suspended. I was suspended for your thing for 2 weeks. You were banned for life.
I've never seen Penny Wiggins on the William
But none of them work there anymore, so I think you can go there. And they can't even find an anchor for the morning play anymore. No, they can't. J.J. Snyder, that's the word. Johnny Campesta, gone. J.J. Snyder, gone.
I'll do it. Morning play all day.
You know what time you're going to get up in the morning to do?
I'll do it. That sounds good.
You gotta get up at 2 in the morning. You gotta get there like I don't know 3, 4.
I'll be there. That's just
He's available.
And I am such morning.
What a pair this would be for the morning. Wake up now. Look, you have to go. It's the morning show. I think we should do it at 12 a.m., not 9 a.m. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, and John D. Domenico could be the announcer. I think we should write it, stage it.
So I'm not available as it turns out. Morning I'm working on a whole other project. And you can call me about other things.
Yes, Scotty Midnight. Yeah, it's Scotty Midnight. So, okay, so you want to tell whoever doesn't know who you are about Comedy Burlesque and you?
Yeah, I'm going to see Dr. Gus Scott. I've been performing in town for 20 years. The last 10 of which I spent doing Zombie Burlesque with Eric Blau here in Hollywood. 6 nights a week, Monday through Saturday. It's a fantastic little burlesque show with some classic vaudeville, some specialty acts, some gorgeous girls. So come on down and see it. I also sing a lot of functions around town. I do Kitty David, some Flowback Cabaret on Saturday, Friday. Monday's Garden coming out here and there to help them raise some money for some movie causes. Anybody out, listen, I'm at Snyder's at 2 o'clock next Tuesday. Just
Has anybody died? Is there any more celebrations of life that coming up?
What?
Because I sure hope go on those. Look at Zombie.
Oh.
Go up.
I don't know you. Yeah, Johnny, what were you thinking?
What were you thinking? Johnny, what were you thinking?
No,
That ain't good for Johnny.
But the biggest news of my life is that I recently got my AC fixed in my car, Dr. Waits. So I am driving around with the Freon not charged.
And I still don't have a floorboard. Don't you use it with
Yeah,
the
like the Flintstones, I have to drive it with my feet.
And I think we need to introduce the man on the keyboards who actually has a second for the microphone this week. I don't know which one you want, but you know that song that I like, but I always prefer to whatever you want to play before we start something. It's the Flintstones. We're not doing serious. Okay. No. All right.
I got so
I
many
didn't
others.
ask.
I got so many others.
I know, but the kids keep requesting that. Johnny Fabulous, you can see Johnny Fridays at Casa Diamore on Tropicana. You want to do something together?
Then it's just like holding in on my little spot. But so, you know, let's just figure something out. What can that be? Yeah. What song do you have in mind?
My Honey Valentine.
Yeah, that's okay. I got it. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be brave? Will I be rich?
You is.
Here's what she said to me.
Yeah.
Hey, said I, The future's not ours to see. Is it ours? What will be for me? When I was young, I fell in love. I asked my sweetheart, what will life bring? Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what he said to me. Que sera, sera.
Everybody sing.
Whatever will be,
Will be. The future's not ours to see.
que sera, sera.
Everybody.
What will be? Now I have children of my own.
We don't know that part.
What will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly.
What?
Can't sit out, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. It's there ours, what will be, will be. It's there ours, I did not. That was me improvising.
Now you want to play something.
Let's come back.
Who was Doris Day and who else?
Jimmy Stewart?
Rock Bedrock. Jimmy Stewart?
Jimmy Stewart was in that movie with Doris Day. The Hitchcock film.
So this is Rock and Roll the Hitchcock movie?
Wow, thanks for that.
Let's get up there. And by the way, you can be sharing this if you're on my page. You just push share, it'll go right to your page. Unless you're fact checking the movie page. Shooting things out. I don't know
They're all looking up the Wu-Tang Clan.
Anyway, Johnny Davis is at Custom Memorial Friday.
Friday night and Saturday night, I'll be at the Vegas Valley Winery up in Henderson.
Yeah.
From 7 to 9. Two days back.
Yeah.
Fabulous, that's correct. Que Sera Sera, whatever it will be, is a song written by the team of Jim Livingston and Ray Evans. It was first published in 1955. Doris Day introduced it in the Alfred Hitchcock film, The Man Who Knew Too Much.
Didn't Bill Murray do like a spoof of that Man Who Knew Too Little?
Yeah, it's called Groundhog.
The Man Who Knew Too Little.
Man Who Knew Too Little. How can you
What? I thought I had.
And you yell at me for not watching Grease 2.
Yeah, well, Grease 2 is a work of
Let's
art.
get that microphone back over on this side to the side. Something other than I'm curious. My butt's too big.
By the way,
Yes.
is your butt that small?
This is week number 7 on the Monjaro. I think Penny Wiggins is doing better on her diet than I am on mine.
Yeah, she's eating crazy.
I'm shooting insulin or something. That'd be fish. For you kids at home. Pescatarian. Protein, red meat. That's it.
I love asparagus. Yeah, it's extreme, I think.
I do love it.
I'm sure.
I'm begging you to
Brother
know diet
Mike.
jogging. I swear to you, he got Dr. Hatchett's diet jogging. Your fat Johnny Fabulous knows that. Yeah.
It would be more ironic if he died eating like a steak or something.
I don't know where he died, but
On his feet, on a road somewhere.
He was jogging and died. Just got there about
Well, this
too much
podcast.
So we get out to the
Even more
game.
entertaining.
I think
Moving
I'm
on.
trying to play the fastest growing game in
Is it all
America.
right?
or bullshit,
Truth
man.
or bullshit? Truth or bullshit? Is it truth or is it bullshit?
Let's start with the theme song.
Yeah, man.
And then, should I start with the song? Okay, let's start with the song, everybody. Here's the lyrics. Okay. I sent Enoch the lyric sheet. He said, "You think I don't know the words to the Flintstones?"
Not for nothing, but literally I've been watching this cartoon all of my life. So,
Meet the Flintstones, they're the Marconi family. From the town that rock, they're a page right out of his story.
That's right.
Let's ride with the family down the street. You're not courtesy of Fresh TV.
Well,
When you're with the Flintstones, have a gabba gabba do time. A gabba do time. We'll have a gay old time.
yeah, man.
why did you guys make me sing that by myself? Thank you.
And
You should do it again, and now here's the way you Oh,
I really don't want to interrupt the people gambling here.
do it, Enoch.
I'll do it, Kenny's.
Do it.
Maybe again. Do you know a little Dabba Doo? Do you know his history behind that?
No.
Yabba Dabba Doo was an improv line of the guy who did the voice of Flintstone, Fred Flintstone, and it was based on the Brill Cream, a little dabble do ya. His mother would always say that, and so the line was actually Yahoo, and he improvised Yabba Dabba Doo. It's on the old Brill Cream. How about that?
Wow. The things you learn.
I'm cramming for this, and then I forget everything.
I don't know.
Like a good Duke University boy, I studied for the test and then forgot everything immediately after I took it.
You know, they were originally called the Flagstones.
Then they were called the Gladstones. And then before finally said it, all
Somebody say something.
I just wrote off
Are we playing through them?
Truth or bullshit?
I know normally you like to do your whole, like, ruin my game by doing it on your fast.
So I do it after.
Okay, alright, so, truth or bullshit? The Flintstones is actually set in the future and not the past.
True. But, I say true.
It is actually true.
Yes!
It is set, and it's not. It's after an apocalypse happens, which is why they still celebrate Christmas. Which is why they imitate modern society, because it's the last dregs of humanity after nuclear devastation. That's why they have things like planes. That's why they try to have, a garden hose. That's why they have a record player. They're trying to recreate what they remembered from before the war. That's just blowing your mind. First of all, we've gone over the rules to this game. The rules to this game are everything I say is empirically true. So, if I say it's true, it is absolutely true. That's coming, yes. The one that's about to happen tomorrow. Yes, it is absolutely so. So, Kenny, you got that one correct?
Yes, one.
So we never really keep score. Let's check. Okay, true or bullshit, Wilma is hotter than Betty. You think Betty's hotter than Wilma?
I think so.
Well, wait a minute.
That's getting invalid.
Oh, we had 6
Ginger.
positive response from Bill Gonzalez.
So, what do you guys think out there? Put it down in the comments. Who's hotter, Wilma or Betty? Wilma is, of course, the answer.
Wilma!
Wilma is, of course, the answer. Any redhead is
Well.
always going to be hotter. It's just a fact. Sorry. True fact. That's why all comic book girlfriends are redheads. Mary Jane, Jean Grey,
What about Betty or from the Archies?
Yeah.
Betty or...
Betty or Veronica?
Yeah.
Did I say Veronica because she has the money? And Veronica feels like she would do stuff to you in bed, where Betty feels like... You know what I'm saying? Betty, yeah, I'm just, yeah, you like that. Yeah, but I don't think... Similar. They both like to eat a lot and are skinny. Jeff had more access to... And a hat. And a funny hat. Very similar. I love the Archies. Jessica Rabbit, it's like Alan Hill. That's an Alan Hill.
Yeah, man.
Let's never forget. So next question. Do you guys know who Shrew and Captain Caveman is?
Captain Caveman.
You know who Captain Caveman is, or the Shmoo. Anyway, this is for everybody out there. Who would win in a battle between Shmoo and Captain Caveman? The answer is it depends. If it goes more than 3 rounds, the Shmoo is going to win because he has all that endurance because he served on the Bedrock Police Force. If it's over in 1 round, Captain Caveman is going to take it because he get that person's power.
Yep,
And
there you go. That's right.
Was that a spin-off?
They all appear together to Hanna-Barbera. And, you know Hanna-Barbera, the only reason that Hanna-Barbera exists is because they didn't want to do cartoons and movies anymore, and Jim shut that down. And they were working on Tom and Jerry, and then Tom and Jerry got they shut all that down, and they opened their own the production company, Hanna-Barbera. And that's where Flintstones eventually came.
Okay, now back to our game.
Wait, are we going to talk about...
Get sidetracked very easily.
Okay, all right. The Great Gazoo is AAF.
The Great Kazoo is what?
AAF.
It's K-A-F.
yeah.
Kazoo
The Great Gazoo is a
True.
true.
Yeah.
bullshit.
Absolutely. First of all, he's a cartoon, so
Yeah,
he's backpack
so he can't-
sexuality. But if he were true, first of all, he was played by Alan Cummings in the movie. So
Oh, is that right?
Second of all, his planet is entirely full of men. It's like the Smurfs. So it's like prison. When you're in prison, you're gonna.
And how is it?
Kazoo could say like the ball.
It was actually Gazoo, not Kazoo, but yes, Barney, and there's a whole joke in the movie where Barney and Fred called them Kazoo because I guess they did want to love him. So that's
There you
true
go.
bullshit. Okay, wait, I'm not
Play the
done.
theme song. You don't have to wait for
I'm not
the
done. Alright, Wilma and Fred were the first couple ever shown in bed together on primetime television.
Oh,
True
wait.
bullshit.
Now that's something.
I said bullshit with Clark Gable or Myrtle Lloyd, and there was the man.
That's a movie, not a television show.
Okay.
Oh, we said appeared on television.
Okay.
I said a television.
Well, the movie was on television. You mean in a cartoon?
No, in primetime television.
In the same bed.
In the same bed.
Oh,
Fred
yeah, Bob and
and Wilma,
Laura were in twin beds.
yeah, were
I
separate
can't
beds.
think of anybody else that was in it.
No, yeah, Wilma and Fred are the first couple ever to appear in primetime television in the same bed.
That's things you find out.
And there's also other ones around me. You know that Bam Bam was adopted in dealing with issues of infertility because Betty didn't have a baby, and they wished on a star, and then the next day Bam Bam was delivered on their front door, but they had to legally
That's
adopt
my
it.
nickname.
So the whole episode is about them trying to legally adopt this baby that was, and this is 1960 something. Really super groundbreaking.
And Pam wants to do the song "Wishing on a Star."
Oh, that has
Wishing
nothing to do with what
on a
we're talking about. Okay. We already did Flash Spence and Flash Spence and Spence. We already did Bill Curry, you should have a do. Rockville, Bedrock is not originally called Bedrock.
Oh, did you just give us
True
the
to
answer?
bullshit.
Melissa? Truth or
Well, you think
bullshit?
that's true to
Yeah,
bullshit?
we're going to sing the song. Bedrock.
It was not originally called Bedrock.
It was originally called Rockville, True to Bullshit.
Sure.
Yes, absolutely. It was originally called Rockville. And then the final.
One for me.
Wait. Are we going to sing
This is
that
the
one?
Donald Jones original.
Exactly.
Just two more. Just two more. Flintstones was originally sponsored by Winston Cigarettes the first 2 seasons.
That probably is true.
True to bullshit.
Oh, that sounds terrible, but
I said it was true. I saw the picture of Fred and Barney leaning against the rock.
What?
Yeah, it's actually the first 2 seasons were filmed in black and white and were meant for adults. After the 3rd season, they realized that kids liked it too, and that's when
Oh my
Welch's,
God.
I think, started sponsoring it. The first 2 seasons were sponsored by Winston's, and it's literally like
Yeah, I saw a picture of Fred and Barney sitting against the rock having a smoke.
Okay. Final question. Fred and Barney are having sex.
What?
True or bullshit? They're smashing. Fred and Barney are smashing each other. True or bullshit?
Bullshit.
Absolutely sure. Come on.
Wait a minute.
Maybe not all the time, but you know every now and then. They go down to the water lot. They go down to that water lot. The water buffaloes, which is all men, which is code for a bathhouse. They go down there and have a little murmur, and then they go back. Yes, it's the code. It's the gay code. They couldn't do things back then. There was the TV code, so they couldn't come right out and say it. But every now and then, when the women were driving crazy back at home, you know Wilma was not putting it out. You just know that. She hated Fred so much.
Well, that was,
And Buddy and Barney were infertile. They might not even been trying. They probably didn't even know. It's Fred and Barney were cornhole each other and Barney in the water bottle, I'm guessing. You know what? I have to turn it around. I think that Barney was actually his top. Yeah, I think it's one of those switcheroos.
Because Fred's too lazy.
I like it. It's like watching a chihuahua move a couch. I love it when like a little kid is on, little person's on top. Not a kid. I didn't say Pete. Please don't say Pete. No, that's it for yours. Yeah.
No, we have to do.
Share this on your page.
Share it right now.
All right. Well, I got a few more questions.
Okay.
Pebbles was supposed to be a baby boy.
I did.
True. The original theme tune was completely different to the one you remember.
Yes, it's close to Bugs Bunny. It was an instrumental. It was too close to the Bugs Bunny theme, and that's why they changed it.
So,
Elizabeth Taylor made her last film appearance in the Flintstones movie.
that's true.
These are more like facts.
Which is better? Okay, Flintstones. Hold on. Viva Las Vegas is better than Flintstones 1. Actually, the bullshit. Viva Las Vegas. The second one.
Roger liked it. Roger was
Which one had Halle Berry?
First
The
one.
first one?
Had
Viva Rock
and Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah.
Where they're the bad guys.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I think that's
Sure.
the first one.
Yes.
Yeah. The second one has a great kazoo, so clearly it's better.
Great kazoo.
The first one. Second one, they had the girl from Third Rock from the Sun play Wilma.
Wait.
Wilma! Right, in the episode Fred's New Boss,
You guys have to
Mr.
do.
Slate hires Barney as executive vice president in charge of production. Why does Mr. Slate hire Barney for that position?
Because they're having sex.
Yeah, all of it.
Johnny Bad? Maybe. Why did Mr. Slate hire Barney?
Oh, that's right. they
Barney
were.
is his nephew.
Yeah, I knew that.
Barney is his nephew.
I've seen it.
Jimmy Lair, all the way from Louisville, Kentucky. Recent guest, the Snaggers in Nevada style
You
pop.
guys know anything about the
Let's
Flintstones?
take a look. Look at the camera.
In the episode, Barney gets laid off from his original boss, so Wilma suggested Fred asked Mr. Slade to get hire Barney. When Fred asked him, he said no, but Fred didn't have the heart to tell Barney, so he kept it a secret. Then when Barney went to work the next day for Corey, Mr. Slade realized that Barney was his nephew and immediately hired him as executive vice president in charge of production.
And do you know what job they had later on? Fred and Barney together? They were cops.
Were they cops?
There's later on, after the original 6 episodes and seasons and
They were-
episodes, they were on the Bedrock Police Force. Cops.
What?
In the episode
Bad
Bowling
boys,
Ballet,
bad boys.
Fred joins the Bedrock Dance Studios to compete the game his lost time in the state bowling match. What's the name of the rival team?
Sledgehammer Salties.
The Rockland Rockets.
Of course.
Wait, with our friend Saul.
That's, is that
Aren't they in Oakland now?
Whenever there's a little twinkle.
And you said he's not gay, and he has twinkle toes.
Oh, that's
Here's when you might reference the ball.
Down below, please comment on whether or not you think it's dreadful. Again, he's a cartoon, it doesn't actually have any gender or sexuality.
But-
if he were, please comment down below what you think it would be.
In the episode of the Buffalo Convention, every member of the Water Buffalo Lodge wants to go to the convention.
right.
So the Poobah
Grand
sends a
Poobah.
supposed doctor around to their house to say that they're sick and can only be cured if they're 3 days away from their wives. What disease did the doctor say everyone had?
Oh.
Chlamydia.
Anybody?
Downstairs, before we answer,
Wait.
comment down below if you know.
Roger?
Wait, I'll look and see if we-
Anybody?
I didn't hear the question.
Do it again.
What's the question?
Oh my God.
What disease did they say they had? The doctor say so they could go to the Buffalo Convention.
Oh, I know.
Gary knows.
COVID.
COVID.
not
You
COVID.
don't remember? It was
The Dipsy Doodleitis.
That's right.
Dipsy Doodleitis.
Isn't she playing at the Sahara?
Suppose I makes the mistake of telling Wilma and Betty that everyone at the Water Buffalo Lodge has Dipsy Doodleitis. Needless to say, the girls become suspicious.
Yes. Now, is that one way they dress? Have you ever seen, speaking of more cross-dressing and gay stuff on the Flintstones, remember when Wilma and Betty dressed up like men to go to the Water Buffalo?
Oh, I remember that.
Remember that one? Right? Some early cross-dressing. Ron DeSantis would not have liked it, but it happened on the Flintstones.
Yeah, people enjoy.
Easy, easy.
In the episode Cave Scout Jamboree,
Oh,
the
God.
Flintstones and the Rubbles want to go to a secluded spot.
Of course they do. I do think they were swinging, by the way. I do think that Fred and Barney were smashing, but I think the four of them swung. I think they at least did a little housewife, wife swapping.
Wife swap, yeah.
Travel says he knows of a valley like that.
I bet he does.
The Flintstones and Rubbles make the trek, only to discover the very next morning that the place was invaded by the biggest gathering of Boy Scouts
Boy,
from
this
all
thing-
over the world.
this sounds
What is the
awful.
name of the valley?
A problematic valley? Child Protective Services Valley? Please don't let my children go to that valley.
That valley. Shangri-La-di-da. Shangri-La-di-da.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have children out there, please
The Boy
don't
Scout
send them.
master claims the Flintstones and Rubbles are trespassing on Boy Scout property, but decide to let them stay. Fred and Barney hold a huge sing-along and sing Old MacDonald at a farm.
Did they get their Eagle Scout award?
Melissa, here's one for you.
Oh, good.
What was the name of the store that Fred went into to buy his Christmas presents before the play started?
Gimbals? Yabba
Bloomingdale's.
Blooming shells.
Bloomingdale's was the place to stop at, as in real life was backed up to the last moment with Christmas shopping. That's it for Meet the Flintstones.
Ah, but what about
Truth or bullshit?
truth or bullshit? Was it truth or bullshit?
We want to sing. I think we should sing it again.
Flintstones.
Rousing version.
Yeah.
Look at Penny.
Anybody need the words? Lyrics, you need the words. We have extra copies.
Meet the Flintstones.
They're the
Modern
modern
family.
Yes.
We dance that with each other. Tell the bedrock, they're a page right out of history. Let's ride with the family down the street. Move on, courtesy of Fred Stickby. When you're with the Flintstones, have a yabba dabba do time. A dabba do time. We'll have a gay old
Yeah, man.
Supposedly you're taking gay out of the theme song? Is that really happening?
That was part of it, yeah. There was a rabble rousing said they wanted to change the last lyric and take out having a gay old time.
Right. Probably some concerned mothers in
They
Florida.
wanted
Yes.
to have a straight old time. You don't have a song you want to do yet?
Wait a minute. Now, Flintstones, you guys didn't do Bedrock. Quit. And you didn't do Here We Come on the Run with the burger and the bun. And never mind. Yeah.
Johnny Bad is appearing Fridays at Casa Villamore and Saturday. We're going to do a duet?
Okay.
Great classic Italian food.
Sure.
Also some great food here at Snyder.
I don't. What?
Want to go around my
I'll go this way, yeah.
Are you loud enough? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Appearing here.
Look at my mind, you can clearly see I've got my destination, where I want to be. All over you, hear my desire. All over you, I'm burning up like fire. All over you, where I've just got to be. All over you. baby. No, you do not make me quiver. With all the things I do, look at my mind. You can't really see. I got my destination where I want to be. All over with my lips, all over. How about my fingertips? All over. Well, I've just got to be all over you. You make me naughty, baby. Your body, there's things we should do. Look at my mind, you can't really see. I got my destination, where I want to be. All over you, picture my mouth. All over you, I feel like going south. All over you, got to be. All over you.
Fridays, Casa de Amore, Saturdays at Vegas Winery. And Pat shuffling off to Buffalo.
I knew you were going to just do that to one of my songs. Hell is for the way you look at me. It's for the only Wilma I see. He is very, very bedrock extraordinary. He is even more than all the steps that Willa and Fred and Barney were having together.
Before.
Love is all that I can give to you. It's more than just a big fat game from 2 or 3 or 4 and to get loved and naked. Here's my heart, oh man, let's get naked. Like we're playing for who and me. One more time. Hey, love is all the way you look at me. And oh, it's never when I say you know that I feel very, very extraordinary.
It's ringing out.
That's for sure.
You should be applauding now.
Oh, yeah.
It's all that I can give to you.
Woohoo!
And love, it's more than just a big fat game for 2.
Oh, baby.
Now, to in love and make it. Now here's my heart, don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Give it up for Johnny Fabulous.
Enoch, Augustus Scott appearing most nights.
6 nights a week.
6 nights a week at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. And a theater interview at the B Theater, David Sachs, Planet Hollywood. One of those.
B Theater.
B Theater. It stands for
Victory.
Victory.
Vegas. Probably Vegas.
You remember this song to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yeah,
go
like
over-
Bring it, Peggy.
Anyway,
Anyway, people are going to be singing songs here, and we got the showgirls coming in about a few minutes, so stay tuned, okay? I just heard "Going Out of My Head" over you, but I don't know the words, all of them, but maybe that can help.
Wait,
You know that
Johnny
song,
know
"Going
it?
Out of My Head"? Yes, I think I'm going out of my
believe you're not singing it over the rainbow.
I know crazy. Yes, John. Satchel John. I just know that one. No. That's sick. I think on this one.
Well, a little late. That's a little late.
Crazy.
I'm crazy for feeling so lonesome. Crazy for feeling so blue. Oh, blue, oh, blue. And you love me as long as you wanted. And someday you leave me for somebody new. That's my love life. Why do I let myself
It's still happening.
thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for I'm crazy for loving you.
Yeah, man.
An appropriate song. Not only for you, but for this entire podcast of Vegas Nonstop. I want to thank our guests. I want to thank the magnificent, always funny, always amusing Penny Rickens.
Yes.
Magnificent Dulcimer Jones of Johnny Badgers. Particularly the items or plastic, whatever they're made of. Now, Enoch Augustus Scott, the star of Zombie Burlesque at the B Theater, David Sachs Planet Hollywood showroom.
Yes.
Yes.
And remember to comment down below, ladies and gentlemen. We've discussed a lot of things here today, and we want to hear your opinions about Wilma and Fred and Barney and all of
Alfred
that.
Hitchcock
And
and
Alfred Hitchcock.
Doris Day and Kate
You know, we
Swan.
didn't start any beasts today.
We normally
Well,
have
no, we haven't. We haven't.
so
hear about the Great Kazoo.
the great
Why don't you
kazoo.
pop in here for a minute?
I love
I
that.
think you've got something to add.
Yeah, we love any great kazoo.
Robert, take the handbag seat.
Okay, Dum Dum.
Take the handbag seat.
That's what he would call Fred and Barney, huh?
Because Roger has some Flintstone stuff to talk about.
What do I have to talk about, Jonathan?
Well, with the song.
All right. Well, my one favorite song that I do every year for my lovely wife of 30 years. Shout out to the Ann Sachs. Ann Sachs, 30 years.
Hey!
I hear your last name is Sachs? Oh,
But he spells it S-A-X-E.
I know. S-A-C-H-S. Ah, the Sachs.
That
Sachs.
makes it different.
Anyway, so happy anniversary. That was
Happy
all.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Happy
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
That's exactly. And what was your favorite song that Fred did?
Okay, now that was the other one that you didn't remember.
No.
It's surprising, but it was one of the more well-known songs that was ever done when he imitated rock and roll.
Yeah, that was.
And he came on and Barney had his stick him in the butt with a pin because rock and roll had eaten a pickled dodo egg. And he could not sing on stage in front of everybody in Bedrock. So it was a song called The Twitch.
That's right. And the bedrock.
A little bit like this. And the sound I know where hipsters go called bedrock. Twitch, twitch, and the knee done itch, and do the twitch and bedrock. Twitch, twitch.
Now,
Oh yeah, it was right around growing up time.
Beatles take off or something, and they're like, yeah. And it was like,
Yes.
and they got lost. Is that true when they were little? I don't forget what they called them. The Beatles were lost. Classical, like, yeah. I think it was
Well, while we have your certain specials you want to talk about that maybe we missed.
Right now, we just started a couple of new beverage specials here at Steiner's, going through the months of August and September with our friends from Sam Adams. All the Sam Adams beers that we have on special, especially the Sam Adams Summer Ale on draft. Also featuring Truly Wild Berry on draft. Truly is a seltzer that's great this time of year, very refreshing. And also all the Twisted Teas in their portfolio: Twisted Tea Raspberry, Twisted Tea Half and Half, and the Twisted Tea Regular. You can get all of those on special, whether in cans by themselves or in buckets, or if you want to come out for happy hour. That's the best time. Monday through Friday from 3 to 6. It's 2 for 1.
And as remember, get twisted.
Get twisted.
if you can sing the Twitch song.
yeah, bedrock. That's
And also a shout out to our friends from Pernod. We've got a promotion going on with Jameson Orange, Absolute Wild Berry, Avion Tequila, and Malibu Rum. So all of those are on special too. All available during happy hour. And most importantly, for those of you that love to play a little video poker or gaming, it's the middle of Blazing Battles. Blazing Battles is going on right now. Chance to win 42-yard line Raider tickets. Chance to win front row dugout seats for the Aviators or up at the club level. Also, you get daily match free play. If you're part of that promotion, $75 a day in match free play. If you're part of it at the top. If you're not already part of the promotion, you can come in and hit 2 jackpots. 2 jackpots. This promotion goes all the way through September. You'll get $50 a day through the end of September 30th. $50 a day. Man, that's another probably about $4,000 or $5,000 you can be getting in free play alone just by playing Blazing Battles here at Steiner. Come on down. Let me see it.
Let's
Come
take this
on
out here.
down.
One
Yeah,
more
man.
Flintstone.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Meet the Flintstones.
They're a modern Tony family.
Story.
Let's ride with the family down the street.
Come on.
Rudolph, you're gonna see a great succeed. Glenn with the Flintstones. Have a yabba dabba new time.
Yeah.
Have a new time.
Dee Dee.
What a day old time.
That's
Thank you, Roger Clark.
my
This is live, they missed that live. Thanks for watching, everybody. Jonathan Scott always reminding you, eat well and party hard, my friends. Thanks for tuning in. See you next Tuesday, 2 p.m. right at Steiner's on Nevada Style Pop.
That's right.